What's up guys, it's Chad here with G-Reviews, coming to you from my driveway once again today. If you're following the channel, you know behind me is my 2020 Ram 2500 Power Wagon. Now I just came back from a great trip to Fort Fisher in North Carolina, drove on the beach the whole weekend. It doesn't look too dirty, but if you can see the tires, they have that kind of like white haze to them, and the whole undercarriage is probably full of salt water, or sand and salt mixture. I found something that's going to help me do a complete truck wash on this vehicle, so stay tuned right after this. Sorry to interrupt the review. Real quick, I just want to direct your attention down to the description. I included the link to the MJJC website, so if you're thinking about getting one of these foam cannons, use that link. Let's check in the back of the truck and see what we got for testing today. Alright, what we got for testing today, guys, is the MJJC, the Foam Cannon Pro model. This is a brand new generation from MJJC. I'm going to do a quick unboxing and then we're going to go and foam the truck, so stay tuned. Here's a quick unboxing. A very, very attractive package here. Tells you the instructions on the back. Pretty much fill a bottle with 900 milliliters of water with 100 milliliters of snow foam shampoo, assemble adapter tubes, assemble the whole unit, and then it tells you pretty much how to foam your vehicle, which is a great handy thing if you've never used one of these before. Alright, it tells you all the new things with the new generation. You can pause that if you want to read. Alright, let's get to the unboxing. Like I said, very nice, attractive package. Here we have the tank with the logo on it, the Foam Cannon Pro model. Okay. And then the actual meat and potatoes of this whole unit is the actual brass foam cannon itself. Wow, look at that. That is a gorgeous looking unit. This is all brass. There's a tip with a different adjuster on it for fanning or for stream. So there's that. You do get extra parts with this one, okay, and you do have a full rebuild kit that comes with the unit. As you can see, it has a few diaphragms, some filters, another tube. Well, that one's going to have to be used on the assembly. Alright, so we're going to go over that in a little bit. And here it comes with the instructions. It comes with the gallons per minute requirements, etc. for the actual pressure washer, and it comes with all the instructions again on this, so go from there. Alright, assembly. Alright, the first thing you're going to want to do, if you have a pressure washer wand that has the quick disconnect, and when I say quick disconnect, I'm talking about the standard, most consumer pressure washers are going to have this type of quick disconnect. So it goes in there just like that. Obviously this right here is not going to work with that, okay? This can work with some different types of pressure washer wands that don't have quick disconnect. Alright, but MJJC gave us that, okay? They gave us the quick disconnect adapter here. So what you're going to do is open this up, remove that. Okay, so now we have the quick disconnect that's going to work with most consumer pressure washers. It's going to work with mine. Okay, all you're going to want to do, right here is a set of threads, and inside here is a set of threads with an O-ring. Okay, you just pretty much insert that into it, and then you go from there. There we go. You're pretty much just going to keep on screwing until this part is all the way up to that. Make sure you give it a good twist. There you go. So now it has a quick disconnect. Alright, second thing you want to do to get this ready for use is, now if you have your water and soap mixture in here, it's not going to be able to get up to the top. So MJJC includes this nice tube with a actual weighted ball, so that no matter what angle you put this on, the weighted ball is always going to go down to the lowest point where your foam and water mixture is. So you obviously have the ball end and you have an open end. Alright, the open end just connects right to this. So just slide that right over that. And you're going to want to push it all the way until it seats at the top. Alright, there you go. So now this unit is now ready to use. So now all we got to do now is get our foam and our water mixture in here and go to town. On the actual tank, it does have graduations. It has 500 milliliters here and 1,000 milliliters here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the calculation based on filling up to 1,000. My truck is large, so it does take a lot of foam to complete the whole project. So I'm going to fill it up to the max. Filled up, I don't know if you can tell, but I filled this up to the 1,000 milliliter mark. Okay, that's considered the high mark on this unit. Alright, and I filled up with warm water. I've always found that warm water is better than cold water as far as getting foam to foam better. So that is a little trick that I use. I'm not sure if everybody uses it or not. The soap that I use is Chemical Guys Honeydew Snow Foam. This happens to be the watermelon fragrance or the flavor, whatever you want to call it. I alternate. I'll buy 1 gallon of the honeydew, 1 gallon of the watermelon, alternate back and forth. They have the exact same property, it's just a different fragrance, that's all. And I always put this in the tip because for some reason these things have a way of leaking. Okay, so I calculated it out. Each one of these pumps is approximately 1 ounce to 1.5 ounces. So per 1,000, and it says use 100 milliliters, so that's about 5 ounces that's supposed to go into this. So we'll do 4 to start with, and I'll see the color, and then we'll try it on the truck. So we gotta unscrew this. Alright, get this in. Alright, let's do this here. Got 1 pump, 2 pumps, 3 pumps, 4 pumps. So that should be around 5 ounces of product. As you can see, the color of this has changed to a pink. I'll add just a little bit extra just so I can make sure you got a lot of foam. See how it's leaking? So that's what I use this little dowel for. Kind of keeps it from leaking. Alright, put the actual top back on. Make sure you don't cross thread anything. And what you're going to want to do is you just want to mix this up. Okay? So everything's nice and mixed together. Alright, to the truck. Time for testing. Here we have my wands. Here we have the MJJC Foam Cannon Pro with the mixture already in there. Let me just take off the tip I already have on there. You always want to wet the vehicle down before you foam it. So, fits right in. Now on the top, alright, there's an adjuster, plus and minus. So I'm going to see exactly, I'm going to dial it into exactly what I want. And I'm going to get this fan to where I want. But we're going to go straight out the gate and see what it does. Alright, that's the very first time I used it. The actual pattern and everything turned out to be almost perfect, exactly the way I wanted it. So I'm going to adjust it a little bit differently, see what it does. I'm going to turn this all the way the other direction. Let's see what that does. Alright. So obviously on the top you have the minimum and the maximum. The maximum in this case means maximum foam. So that last little bit was more water than foam. Alright, back to foam. Alright. Now, another great feature on this is you can actually turn the head to either shoot horizontal or vertical. I don't know if you can see that or not. Now watch what happens when I do that. And now it's going to shoot this way, or you can make it shoot this way, which is great. Alright, let's try to adjust this tip a little bit more. Turn it this way. All right. There we go. Well guys, I don't know if you can tell by this video, but I love this unit so far. This thing is great. I'm going to keep on using it, and I'm going to finish up this truck, and hopefully it'll turn out great. Another way to tell you have a great foam cannon is by all the foam that actually resides underneath of the vehicle. I don't know if you can tell this or not, but this foam is like super nice and thick, kind of like shaving cream. In conclusion, the MJJC Foam Cannon Pro, I just got done doing this whole truck. I don't know if you can see, but this thing is perfectly shiny. I love the way this truck looks. This thing right here did an amazing job. I don't know if you can see, but there's still some liquid in here. There's approximately 50 to 100 milliliters left of solution. I used the 1,000 milliliters originally to do the whole truck, including the wheels and tires and undercarriage. Like I said, I just came back from the beach. I always like to get everything off the undercarriage, the salt, so my frame doesn't rust, etc. And there's still some left over, okay? Now, this is the unit that I'm coming from, okay? I got this about 5 years ago. The thing's barely holding on, but it's still working. Now, this unit right here puts out about half as much foam as this. And to do the same job with this, I would have had to refill this unit, okay? This one is the same thing. It's 1,000 milliliters. It's just a different shaped bottle. Now, some benefits to this over this. I'll go into that in just a second. Benefit number one. Do you see how the Foam Cannon Pro is sitting on the ground and my wand is sitting there nice and upright? Now, if any of you have ever used a foam cannon, you know that you're going to be putting the unit down multiple times throughout your wash to go and either soak the vehicle, use a sponge on it, or whatever have you. Now, with this unit, with this shape, if I had done the same thing, set it down with the handle, because it's narrow and tall, the whole thing would fall down, okay? And a lot of times I wouldn't notice it. It'd fall over and it would start leaking out of the actual brass fitting right here. So the MJJC does not do that. Another great benefit is the shape of the bottle itself. See how the base is much thicker than the top? Now this is great for balance. Now when I'm using this and I am swapping out between this and an actual head to rinse the vehicle, sometimes I'll disconnect it and just set it down. Well, now let's say I want to go around the corner of the vehicle and I'm tagging this behind me. So I'm going to pull it around the vehicle and look, it doesn't fall over, okay? Now, I know that doesn't seem like a big deal, okay? But when I had this type of unit, all right, and I pulled around the vehicle, it fall over, okay? Now, just the act of falling over, these brass fittings like this one and this one's heavier and more heavy duty than this one. But even this one's still pretty heavy, so this falling down multiple times, it actually got damaged doing that. So, this great design. At the time of this recording, on Amazon, you can get the same unit that I have, the MJJC Foam Cannon Pro that has full stars. Okay, you obviously can get a bunch of different stuff for it. However, the unit that I got right here is $72.95. Now, in comparison to that, when comparing, chemical guys have been making foam cannons for a while now. But if you look at the foam cannon that competes directly with this, you're going to be paying $100 to $115. This MJJC, everything is top quality and it's a lot less money. So it's a no-brainer for me. But I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up. It obviously did a great job on my truck. Everything on it's top quality. The foam it put out was amazing. So again, 2 thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And as always, have a great weekend. And if you like what you see, subscribe and like to the channel. Thank you guys.